Um,
Yes,
hey.
I've
Oh,
turned the recorder on. So
mhm.
um, the, let me repeat that again because it's really important. And that is that right now you can't control thinking and not thinking. When you say, let me not think so much, what you're really wanting to say is, let me not think so much about negative thoughts,
Yeah,
including that you don't trust yourself and you're worried, etc., like that, and to start practicing having wholesome thoughts.
yeah.
And the
You,
wholesome thoughts would be everything is okay, everything is fine, I can handle this, no worries, I'm comfortable, I'm safe, I'm secure, and I can be satisfied that way. This is the kind of thinking that you can start having. It's a distraction, in fact, from the other kind of thinking that you were doing. But the real point is you to develop the skill to remember to look at what you're thinking, to remember to look at the kind of things that you're thinking, because the only way that you can change them is by seeing what you're changing.
I see what I'm changing.
Yeah, you're going to change all of those unwholesome thoughts, the thoughts of doubt, the thoughts of worry, the thoughts of I'm not good enough or I can't do that. Those are all victim kind of thoughts.
Mhm.
And you can start having more winner kind of thoughts. Thoughts like I can do this, thoughts of I can feel safe, thoughts of I can feel con- content, comfortable. I can be satisfied. I can change those unsatisfying thoughts into satisfying thoughts. This is the practice. The teaching of the Buddha is a change model. Even though most of the practitioners that are practicing what they call Vipassana or Mahasi method or any of that kind of stuff is really not a change model. They stop with the investigation, don't realize that they do have to make a change. But you
Do
can
you,
start making that change right away. Go ahead.
oh, no, do you think the change has to come first before the investigation?
Well, that's not really possible.
Hmm.
And it doesn't make sense.
Yeah,
Okay? That you need to see what you're changing before you change it, because if you did change it and you didn't know what you were changing, then did you change anything at all? That doesn't make any sense.
I agree.
And also to change the way that you're breathing.
Hmm.
When
Hmm.
you change the thoughts that you're having, you can also change your breathing to start intentionally breathing out long, breathing in long, and beginning to remember that that's what we're doing here is we're relaxing the body by breathing in long, breathing out long. We're investigating the body by seeing what it's going through. And also that investigation of the body has to do with seeing the tensions, the anxiety, the grief, the sadness, the agitation, the confusion. All of that stuff is stored in the body. And when you start to breathe deeply, that releases that stuff.
Hmm.
And especially if you've changed your mind, that put the body, all of that stuff in the body, the anxiety, the frustrations, the worries, and all of that that's stored in the body will start to dissipate if two things. One is you start breathing in long and out long. And number two, you change the thoughts that you're having into wholesome thoughts.
Hmm. Yes, yes.
If you keep changing your thoughts into wholesome thoughts, you'll begin slowly to change your attitude from being a loser into being a winner.
Yes. Because I watched one of your video where you mentioned life is up and down, and knowing how to ride the wave is kind of the key of the practice. Um, I mean, it makes sense to me, but every time it happens to me, I still find it difficult when it's going down. Um, oh, I'm not sure what my question is. It's just it's like my mind wants to cling to the stability where it feels like it won't go down. Um, it kind of goes to wholesome thought. I'm wondering because I feel like maybe I'm not saying the right kind of wholesome thought, because usually, well, the old me would say, oh, I can't overcome this, and then when I cannot overcome this because it's going down, the reality of the situation makes me feel discouraged. So,
Well, I can overcome this is actually the result
yeah,
of
yes,
wholesome thoughts. So where we start with the wholesome thoughts is everything is okay. Everything is all right. There are nothing to worry about. Everything's going to be okay. All right. And with that, we can also use words like, I feel safe and secure. Now, the reality is the room you're in right now is safe, right?
yes,
The
yes,
floors are not buckling. The walls are not falling in. There is no mafia boss beating on your door. There's no SWAT team. There's no alligators on the floor. All of the things that would make the room dangerous, it's not dangerous. So, can you, with that actual knowledge of reality, begin to feel safe? Because the room itself right now is safe. Can you
yes,
feel safe right now? All right. You can talk to yourself about it. In fact, it's kind of little joke is that there's no alligators here. I'm safe. Nobody is bothering me. Nobody's knocking on the door. I can feel safe. And we breathe in and breathe out saying, finally, I'm safe. No need for anxiety. I'm safe. No need for worry. I'm safe. No need to not trust myself because I trust that I am safe. And that's real. Right now, you are safe. So let's start working with what's real instead of what you're imagining. And what you're imagining will keep you unsafe, keep you not trusting yourself, keep you worried. And all of that stuff is just an old mental habit.
yes, yes,
You've gotten yourself into the habit of being hard on yourself. And so now it's time for you to start developing the habit of being easy on yourself, to nurture yourself. I'm okay. Everything's all right. I'm okay. Wow, there's no problems right now. Isn't that marvelous? I'm okay.
yeah, I guess the reason why I hit a wall was um it's because the part of my 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 mind or whatever it says oh, it's because I'm too easy on myself. That's what happened. When maybe I could say that's not true because a lot of time outside circumstances is outside my control, and it's kind of unrealistic to think that I could control everything outside. Um, So I yes. Oh, it's like I don't know. I, yeah.
You don't have to control anything on the outside. You've already done all the control of the outside that you needed to do. What is that? You went into your room and shut the door. That's all the control you need from the outside.
Yeah.
That's equivalent to what the Buddha teaches is go to the forest, go to an empty hut, go to the foot of a tree, go to a pile of straw, and you've chosen the empty hut. So you're in the empty hut, you shut the door. That's all the control you need to do for the outside world right now, because the door is shut and nobody's knocking on the door. So you're safe. You're physically, right now, you're physically safe. Can you allow yourself to feel safe? Oh, relax. Oh, I'm safe.
Well, I felt it for a second.
Yes,
Like, oh,
I know. I can see. Yes, you can feel safe. And then the thought will come right back up, and the answer to that is let's repeat it again. The door is shut. You're in the room all by yourself. It's a safe, secure room. Allow yourself to feel safe. No problems, no worries, nothing. All of the problems of life are outside the door, and right now the door is shut. And I can feel safe. So tell yourself you can feel safe right now.
well, what happened if I have to go out the door again? Like,
Well, you get yourself into a feeling of safe, and then you can open the door and feel safe, and you can walk out and feel safe. But you got to get yourself safe first. You got to make that change. You got to practice feeling safe. You can feel safe. You can do that. It's not a familiar feeling. It's a new one. But you can go ahead and start to feel safe.
there's a part of me that feels irresponsible in feeling too safe. Because once I feel too safe, it would say that I will forget my responsibility, or whatever that means. That's crazy how conditioned my mind is. Yeah.
You can feel safe.
Yeah, I feel it again.
Yeah, you can feel safe. Allow yourself to bring that back over and over again. Keep telling yourself over and over and over again, right now I'm safe. And then the thought will come and you'll be unsafe again. Never mind. See those kind of thoughts and change them into thoughts of right now I'm safe. Right now everything is okay.
How how can I feel safe but at the same time assuring myself that I'm not escaping? I guess
It's
that's what.
okay to escape. It really is okay. What are you going to do? Stay in danger and then feel safe? You haven't ever done that before. Let's go ahead and escape. Yes, escape. Get yourself alone. Get into seclusion. Get away from all of the stuff that makes you feel unsafe. Escape. Eventually, you'll escape from your own prison. And escape, isn't that another word for freedom? And yet you're using the word escape as if it were a bad word somehow. And the only bad part about the word escape is when somebody else wants to hold you and keep you and force you to do what they want you to do. And they don't like it when you escape. But you'll like it a lot. So yeah, let's escape. Get yourself into a place that you feel free. And the place to start with that is to learn to feel safe right here, right now, to feel safe and secure. Everything is all right. I've escaped. And guess what? Nobody's coming after you.
I think that was like a wholesome kind of escape and an unwholesome kind of escape.
Right. Let's have a wholesome escape. Wow. But we have to keep practicing this. You're doing it now because I keep talking about it. You can need to start changing so that you can talk to yourself about this. Wow, right now I've escaped. Wow, right now there is no worries, no problems, and I can feel safe and secure.
One last question would be, what should I talk to myself when there's a part of my brain says that, well, you can't
Well, you
afford.
hear that part of the brain and change it. That's the whole point is that you know that it's there, but you don't have to listen to it. You can start telling yourself a new story, sing yourself a new song, get some new data, and the reality is based upon this new data, or the new data is based in reality that right now you're safe, right now you're secure, right now you're comfortable. And with safe and secure and comfortable, it will lead into right now is okay, satisfied. And then there's the part of the brain, what you say is, in fact, the thing is that unwholesome thoughts will start up again. Can you see those? It says, aha, I caught you, unwholesome thought. Aha, I see you giving me orders and directions and going back into danger. And guess what? I just escaped. And I'm going to stay escaped. I'm not going to go back where you order me to go back to.
Does the Buddha, does Buddha himself, because his Buddha always encouraged about the cessation of suffering, but I had a feeling in between he kind of also talk about escaping from this unwholesome
Right.
samsara.
Okay, so that in fact telling yourself thoughts that make you feel uptight, not trusting yourself, those are all kinds of thoughts that are unsatisfying. You're not satisfied with that. That's the dukkha. To come out of that into the dukkha nirodha is very much like what I'm saying. In fact, it is what I'm saying. And that is right now, you're safe. Right now, you're feeling okay. Right now, everything is all right. Wow, I've escaped. What have I escaped from? The unwholesome thoughts. That's what we need to escape from. And when they come back, we can say, aha, I caught you again, and then escape again, divert again. change your mind again back into wholesome thoughts of, I'm okay, I'm safe, I'm secure, I'm comfortable, everything's going to be all right, everything is fine. We keep repeating that over and over again, and eventually it will take hold. Right now, you haven't really escaped because those unwholesome thoughts still keep coming back and grabbing you. But if you keep letting that go and practicing new thoughts, develop new habits, the habit of I'm okay, the habit of everything is fine, the habit of I got this, I'm safe, I'm comfortable, I can handle this, everything is okay. That's the key. Everything is already okay. And you've been spending a lot of time saying they're not okay. So you can trust yourself to come back and say, I'm okay. I'm all right. That's trustable enough. Right now, I'm safe. Right now, there's no place to go and nothing to do, and nobody's yelling at me, and nobody's knocking on the door, and everything is all right.
Oh, it's just funny because when I think about nobody's knocking on my door, usually that should be a good thing. But for some reason, I felt this sadness because um, I don't know. I feel like there's this sense of failure inside of me. I used to be bombarded with a lot of requests when it comes to work. Recently, my business has not been going well, and because of that, it feels well. It's funny
Well,
because
right now, there's nothing testing you. Okay, I see you marching right back into all of that old stuff, and right now nothing is testing you. You are successful right now if you can feel safe and secure and comfortable and have the feeling everything is okay. That's success. Wow, is that success. So you keep having thoughts of right now I'm successful because I don't have any worries.
yeah.
Don't worry about the past. If you have thoughts about the past, for sure you're going to start worrying again. Oh, I didn't do this, or oh, I failed that test, or oh, I couldn't escape from that. So let's get out of those kind of thoughts into the thoughts of right now, the door is closed, nobody's knocking. Right now, I'm safe. Right now, everything is okay. Everything's all right. No problems, no worries. Everything's all right. Everything's fine. And we have to keep saying that. And pretty soon, you'll start to gain the habit of it. Pretty soon, you'll actually start to believe it because you know it to be true. That in fact, all those unwholesome thoughts that you've been having are kind of a lie.
It felt so real, but yeah.
They feel real because you keep repeating them. Now let's start repeating some stuff that's really real and it will feel really real.
I think relaxing is also a very important key point, right? Like when you relax, it feels like it stop clinging onto it. And then
Right, that's the part that's important about the long, deep breathing in and out, is that's what relaxes the body. And remembering to deep breathe like this, long in breath and long out breath, also affects the mind so that you can actually begin to relax it too. And how we relax is by having relaxing thoughts. Everything's okay. Right now, everything is safe. Nobody's here. Nobody wants anything. There's no tests, no examinations, no responsibilities. Right now, everything is okay. Practice over and over and over again. Everything is all right. Everything's fine. Everything is safe. And that's escape. Wow, that's real escape. To feel free in the moment. Everything's okay. No worries. No doubts. And you can trust yourself with that you're okay.
I personally read a lot of Dhamma Sutra months ago. I kind of stopped doing it. I guess it's more like a simple question of I don't know. When I read it, I find a lot of peace. I find a lot of I don't know, like this wisdom, I guess. Is it advisable to read it before meditation and all that? Like it kind of puts me in a wholesome state, I guess.
Yes, allow yourself to go back into that wholesome state right now. That's the time to do it, is always right now. You don't have time right now to think about all the stuff that used to happen. Right now, everything is okay. Let's spend our time in this moment being okay. Feeling safe. Nobody's bothering you. No animals are bothering you. No people are bothering you. Not even your own mind is bothering you right now. Everything is all right. Wow, what a relief that is.
It does, but it's kind of crazy. I didn't know. I didn't know.
Actually, this is real. The old stuff is crazy.
Yeah.
Let that old crazy stuff go and just be okay right here, right now. Everything's okay. Everything's fine. Wow, what a relief.
It's scary. Yeah, but it's also kind of a bit scary that how relaxing it is. Like I can just
Well, that's not scary. It's relaxing. The
yeah.
scary is back from the old stuff. Oh, you're not supposed to relax. Oh, you're supposed to be uptight. And so this is not scary. It's like, wow, this really is nice. This really does feel safe and secure. The old stuff is the part that's scary. You have to do what it tells you to do or you're terrified. And now you can recognize that you don't have to be terrified. You don't have to go that old way. You can do a new way. Make a change. When we see those old thoughts coming back, we can just, never mind. There's no problems right now. And so we have to practice over and over again because those old thoughts are going to come back. Can you see them? If you do, you can change them. Several times we've had this call here, and you've allowed yourself to go into the unwholesome thoughts, and you see me coming right back and changing that. No, let's not go there. Let's not go into the fear. Let's not go into the, oh, that's an escape. Well, certainly it's an escape. Let's do that escape. Let's get out of that prison that you've made for yourself.
Yeah. Yeah, I see that.
So keep practicing. Let's do it again right now. I can see. Everything is all right. I can see. Everything is fine. I can see. I feel safe. Right now, everything is all right. Everything is fine. I can see. I can take a deep breath and relax. And relax, relax, relax. No worries, no problems. Everything is cool right now because we're staying in wholesome thoughts.
I have just one question about the practice. Is how can I make this a more quality practice?
The answer again is just what we've been doing. We have to keep coming back and say, oh, I don't have to have any questions right now. I don't have to have any worries. I can just come back and see everything is okay. Everything is fine. Right now I'm safe. I'm secure. Nobody's bothering me. I don't have to let those thoughts bother me. I don't have to have any questions right now. I could just relax.
How many times in a day should I do this?
Every time you think of it, and at least 6 times a day. At least 6 times a day. You can do it in the morning when you wake up. As soon as you get awake, before you get out of bed, you can start saying, everything's all right. This bed is safe. No problems, no worries. Then you can say things like, it's going to be a really good day because I'm going to feel really good. I'm going to feel safe and secure all day long. And then when you go to bed at night, you can say, wow, what a relief it is. Now I have really no place to go. I've got the next 8 hours to nothing to do. And I'm going to lay in this bed and feel safe and secure and comfortable and satisfied. Everything is okay. And when you're sitting at your desk, you can just close your eyes, take your hands off the keyboard, and say, wow, right now with my eyes closed, there's nobody coming. Nothing is wrong. Everything is okay. I can forget about the keyboard. I can forget about the laptop and just say everything right now is fine. Everything is okay. No problems, no worries. And we do that for about 5 minutes. If you're lucky, do it for 10. If you're feeling lucky, dude, just sit there for 10 minutes and say, wow, everything is so lucky. Everything is okay. Everything is fine. You can find 4, 5, 6, 7 times a day to sit there and practice this. And pretty soon it will begin to have an impact. And in fact, it has an impact right now when you're doing it, but it'll start to have an impact even when you're not doing it. There you go, running down the trail saying, oh, I've got this much to do. Oh, I don't trust myself. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Those are unwholesome thoughts. Even though I'm out doing stuff, I'm still safe. I'm secure. Everything is all right. Nobody's hassling me. And so you practice it more and more and more. Because you've gotten yourself into quite a habit of being unwholesome. Now is the time to start practicing. Practice, practice, practice. Coming back to being wholesome.
Yeah.
Everything's okay. Everything is fine. You keep practicing like that over and over and over again. Give me a call in a couple of days and we'll go over this again to get you into the position to where you can feel safe and secure. You can feel satisfied. You can escape. Wow, you can escape this stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, I see that now.
Great. All right. Well, let's finish the call now, and you call me again soon, right? Don't let it go too long.
Okay.
You
I feel that,
practice
man.
and practice and practice, and then call me back in a couple of days, okay?
Okay.
All
Thank you,
right.
Dhamma.
We'll see you. Everything's all right. Everything is fine. You start practicing that right now as we hang up. You just sit there and be okay for a while.
I will.
All right.
Thank you.
Yes. Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye.